อ Dangan.
Reality slips far away, fiction comes alive, we start to play. Hope is no more behind the closed door as we drift away from where we were before. Hope and hopelessness become one, it's all meaningless, we've already begun. Yup, we are all one and the same, never opposites, we play the same game. So I listen to the world and right from wrong, stay focused so I can stay strong. If you ever wonder why I'm trapped inside, it's probably just because I told a pack of lies. Maybe a dream, maybe it was pride, maybe for myself I often wonder why. Until our very last breath, we're running after life, trying to beat death.
Walk the thin line between hope and despair. Running from the truth, but it's already here. Told so many lies, I don't know if they can find me. Only one life to live, so choose wisely. Heads or tails, they even know the side you're on. Doesn't really matter if it's on the same point. If you wanna achieve, you gotta believe the time right now. There's the door, is the key.
Chase the pain away, let it fade away. There's a ray of hope beyond despair. Move on, look on the truth in this world.
Only one life to live, so choose wisely.
Work through the confusion, find a solution. Beat the twisted evil things. Just do it, go for it, never.
Be hopeless, stay focused. Gotta grind every time till they open. Gotta climb real high when the rope is. It is written in the sky, see the opus. And you know this, please don't lose hope. Try to progress, keep your eye on the scope. For yourself or do it for your folks. Dedication, gotta swing the oath. From this day forth, stay uncaused, no despair. Gotta have a heart, take no loss. Every step counts, everybody wanna see if you fall off. Keep your eye on the prize. Been through the worst, even trying on the side. No lie, never know what you will find. Gotta believe, let's keep hope alive.
Don't throw yourself away, wipe all tears away. Even if the future seems uncertain, survive, find true happiness
Stay down,